do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. And people who work hard become successful. But I'm 27 years old, and somehow the actual concept of hard hasn't really made its way into my brain. So I make this little video, and hopefully this helps someone, or this will be a good reminder to myself of what hard work is, what the hard part is, how to identify if you're doing the hard versus if you're doing something else. Because your brain can be very, very tricky, and it can indeed manipulate you into thinking that you are working hard when in fact you're just doing some menial task that will have no significance in the grand scheme of things. So identifying the hard is the work that you want to put off, that your brain wants to avoid. And you can identify this by intrusive thoughts. So something else comes into your mind every time you sit down in front of the computer to look at what your business advertisement is doing. Or every time I want to get a haircut, some intrusive thoughts come in to do something more important. The point is, it doesn't have to sound hard for it to be hard. With the example of the hairdresser, of booking an appointment, it doesn't have to sound hard for it to be hard. So the way you identify hard is you get these distracting thoughts that steer you off of your path. So the way you fix this is meditation. So you use the exact same thing as you would if you were meditating in the moment. You acknowledge that you have different thoughts, and then you keep doing what you were attempting to do in the first place. Yeah, that's the way to identify hard, and that's the way to counter your thoughts when it comes to avoiding doing hard things. And I picked this off of Alex Hormozy, saying that you are doing the hard thing when you are doing the hard thing helps a lot as well. Once you know what you're doing is hard and you are in it and you feel like throwing up, you feel like just quitting, just remind yourself that this is the hard, and the hard is the thing that you have to do in order to get exceptional results. Yeah. Because every choice you make forms who you are, and everything you put into your body, be it media or interactions or music, forms who you are. So by doing the hard things, you will become a more extraordinary person. And every time you choose to not listen to your intrusive thoughts, you will become less and less ordinary. This is Sacrifice Season with Nicholas Ombrush. See you soon.